Why don't secrets last long in a bakery? Because everyone there's always loafing around and spreading the yeast. We're starting off with a light-hearted nibble today, perfectly baked to tickle your funny bone. Now let's bake up some more laughs with a sprinkle of classic blonde jokes. Scene script. Ever wonder why it takes longer for a blonde to use a computer? Picture this. A blonde sits down, fired up to check her email. She logs in, sees a notification that she has new mail, and immediately runs to her front door. Why the rush to the door, you ask? Well, she spends the next hour peeking through her mailbox, looking for these elusive new letters that her computer promised. No paper, no postman in sight. Turns out, she's still waiting by her physical mailbox. What happens when a blonde visits the library? Well, once upon a sunny afternoon, a cheerful blonde strolled into the local library, her steps brimming with purpose. She marched up to the counter and, with the confidence of a seasoned diner, loudly requested, "I'll have a burger and fries, please." The librarian, puzzled, adjusted her glasses and said gently, "Ma'am, this is a library." Realization dawned, and the blonde leaned in conspiratorially, whispering, "Oh, I'd like a burger and fries, please." Whisper it. And it's still a library, not a fast food joint. Puzzles can be tough, right? But for some, they're a whole new level of challenge. Picture this. A blonde who finally finishes a jigsaw puzzle after 6 months. She's beaming with pride, waving the box around for everyone to see. Now, what makes this scene a comedy goldmine? The box clearly states 2 to 4 years. Yes, she took that as a challenge, not as an age recommendation. She's out there, setting records unknowingly. Talk about beating the odds, or misreading them. Driving can be tricky, especially when road signs are so confusing. Picture this. A blonde driver comes to a complete stop at every stop sign she encounters. But here's the kicker. She doesn't just stop, she waits, and waits. Why? She's waiting for the sign to change to go. Passers-by are puzzled. Horns start honking, and there she sits, staring intently at the sign, perhaps hoping it'll flip like a page in a book. Guess some of us take instructions very seriously. Job interviews can be nerve-wracking, especially when you're trying to make a good impression. Picture this. A blonde walks confidently into the interview room, resumes printed on crisp white paper. The interviewer, impressed by her qualifications, decides to wrap things up by asking for her email. Without missing a beat, she smiles and says, "At yahoo.com. There's a pause. The interviewer, a tad perplexed, waits for the part that comes before at, but alas, it never arrives. Maybe she thought her charm was enough to carry the day. Well, it's been a bright and blonde few minutes, hasn't it? We've journeyed through hilarious scenarios, from puzzled blondes to driving dilemmas, all in the spirit of fun. Remember, laughter is all about the fun, not the details. Keep laughing and see you next time.